Thanks for tuning in today. We want to look at the question, what do I mean when I talk about 70 feet down or 70 feet under? Let me explain. Several years ago, when Becky and I went to Israel, we went to Jerusalem. And as we went into the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which really means the Church of the Holy Grave, what I noticed was it was a combination of a flea market and a museum. 8 different churches occupied the same space. Our guide was 72 years old, and he'd spent his whole life guiding in Jerusalem. And he took us into a little more obscure place, and we ended up going down a lot of steps below a cistern. He told us that we were 70 feet under, 70 feet below the level of where the streets were currently in Jerusalem. What we found 70 feet below were the actual cobblestone streets that Jesus walked on. I was amazed. He said, you know, many things we don't know about Israel, but this we know. These are the streets that Jesus walked on. It's pretty powerful. As I thought about those 70 feet, I thought 70 feet of rubble, 70 feet of debris over 2,000 years. That's amazing. Then I began to realize that the church over the last 2,000 years probably has a lot of debris or sediment built as well. So my challenge is, how do I get back to the place where Jesus walked? I know I can go to that place in Israel and Jerusalem and go there, but how do I get back to the authentic teaching of Jesus and somehow sift through 70 feet of rubble? Well, that's our challenge, and part of what we're doing through this blog. We're attempting to go back to where Jesus lived, to find out who he was in the first century, try to take him out of some of the church-laden language and tradition, and let him alive so that he can live today. Next week, we're going to talk about vanishing grace. What does that mean? We'll find out.